Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again, and today we got semen retention is an unfair advantage for guys by Evan Jim. You already know what the deal is, man. Follow me on my socials, both Jay's here and Jay's there. Support me on my channels, and without further ado, let's get started.
I say you have an unfair advantage on semen retention. Okay, my voice is really dying here, okay, so I'm going to try and make it as far as I can through this video. Generally, I just feel levels above other men, and I don't mean that to purposely downgrade men, but in the same way I do, because most men are fucking losers, right? And I was one of those losers.
Damn, he basically said y'all some scrubs, but about feeling better, yeah, that's true. I ain't gonna lie, like, right now, I just reached, like, past the month mark on some shits. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, when I tell you that my energy is through the roof, and I've never been more, my level of confidence right now is the highest it's been in a minute. The certainty of my life, the confidence I exude, just the presence I give off is so, like, bro, I feel so different. Like, bro, I'm so full of energy that I just want to do stuff. Like, bro, right now as I'm recording this video, it is like 12:14 in the morning. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is 12:14, bro. The plan was to be asleep by like 10:40, latest 11 o'clock. Wake up at 6, hit a workout, study for a test I got tomorrow, and then keep it pushing. But I had so much energy. I got so much just, you know what I'm saying, just, I don't even know what to call it, bro. I just got so much just juice running through my system that I can't go to sleep, bro. My eyes was wide awake. I just said, you know what, let me get up, record some videos, do some extra studying reps, and all that. But yeah, I think semen retention, if you do it correctly, can help you. I feel like some people get on this journey, and instead of trying to transmute this energy, they try to restrict it. They try to say no more lust. I can't think about it. I can't look at girls. I can't think about it. But the problem is you're not transmuting, you're restricting, which you can't do, because you're restricting your most primal urge, which is the urge to have sex. That is about as primal as the desire to just eat food and drink water and to survive. So you're trying to suppress your most primal desire that's been building up and has been going on for generation for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. You're gonna fail, man. You can't suppress it. You have to transmute it. Instead of saying, I'm never thinking about lust again, you need to think, okay, lust is a thing that I may think about occasionally, but I need to focus on the grades, on the school, on the business, on my work, on the gym, on the health and fitness. You need to shift that, right? Because Napoleon Hill was an author, Think and Grow Rich. He talked about highly sexed individuals, right? He said those individuals who have a lot of sexual energy, aka sex individuals, get way more work done and they are way more wealthy, right? Paraphrase, obviously, than those who are highly sexed. Because those who have high S energy, right, which is an abbreviation, they have so much more just desire and will to get stuff done, because they have so much more energy flowing through them. And when you're on retention, instead of releasing that energy, you're conserving it, you're building up, you're transmuting it throughout your body. This is why people who are on semen retention for long streaks state that their body feels stronger, their skin clears up, their hair, if they had balding hair thinness issues, it clears up, you know, like their eyes get that glow again, their skin evens out, it looks fresh and brand new, their voice gets deeper. This is why people who have, you know, long streaks on this journey report these things, because, you know, you're conserving energy.
Most men, right, because they have something called a porn addiction in their life, which is what I had for 10 plus years of my life, they accomplish nothing. They go through their life, do absolutely nothing, okay? Think of the average guy is about like a 3 out of 10 in attractiveness. And I saw this video from First Man, and I made another video as well saying I'm a 3 out of 10 attracting girls, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm very early stages, I will say. I've been about a month on retention. I relapsed about once in the last, 35, 36 days or so, like that. Something around there, okay? And I tell you what, it makes a difference when you just have another level of energy to you. Like, this sounds really graphic, whatever, but when you're like, your downstairs area feels fuller, feels heavier, and it's stronger when it stands at attention, like, oh my God, like, the sensitivity now, like, the intensity I feel is like 10 times more than what it was before. I literally, I couldn't get it fully working before, let's just say that, because I was constantly watching porn and everything. There's a point where it just stopped fully working, right? And it was a horrible thing because I just felt like I didn't feel like a guy. I felt like a young.
Yeah, I think porn, the biggest issue with that is a lot of young men, I just think that you shouldn't be watching that type of stuff to begin with. I think it tampers with your idea of what sex really is. I think it, it's a huge, it's a waste of time, right? I think it's a waste of time. You spend a lot of time not only watching it and consuming it, but seeking it out, right? Fantasizing about it. You waste a lot of energy and time, and what you think about is what you do, right? The more you think about money, the more you're gonna desire to work. The more you think about that girl, the more you're gonna want to talk to her and be near her, right? And the more you think about lust, the more lust you're gonna see in your life, or the more opportunities for you to engage in lust. So that's the same thing. You're thinking about cheeks. Well, when you get home, especially if you have weak willpower, you're gonna look at the cheeks, right? That's how it goes for a lot of these young dudes who weren't properly taught about, sexual discipline. Like, I was one of the fortunate ones who found out what retention is and nofap was around, I think it was 12 to 13. I don't know. I think I was in graduating from the 6th grade I think it was 7th grade when I discovered what nofap was. And then later on, I found out what retention was. And even then, having all this access to these videos to give me knowledge on this stuff, it took me years, bro. It took me all of middle school and a considerable amount of high school to get this shit right. So imagine the guys who don't find out what retention is, the guys who don't do research in the abstinence and celibacy and the benefits that it could lie. Imagine all the guys who, don't, know this stuff and have zero knowledge on this topic, and that they're just gonna be beating they meat forever and ever and ever shit.
Boy, you hadn't even hit puberty yet, and I know this is like a lot of detail and everything, but you have an unfair advantage when it comes to everything. Like, in terms of fitness, I can lift the most I can lift now, even after being ill for a bit, right? I recently be able to hit my all-time best, my personal best, whatever you want to call it, in like the bench press, in my deadlifts. Like, just fitness alone, I feel insane progress. My looks, I feel like my eyes got a bit clearer. Now, I still have like tired eyes because with my job, I'm
I ain't gonna lie.
different.
I think my eyes got clear. I think my skin is glowing. I think my hair my shit looking luxurious, bro. I ain't gonna front. Like, I feel, bro, when I was working out, bro, I felt stronger. I felt more energized. I felt more confident to talk to people. Like, I dead think I'm evolving, bro. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, and my desire to learn is so much greater, man. Like, I just be thinking, let me go home, learn right quick, bro. Earlier today, I was doing physics researching, mass times acceleration. You know what I'm saying? I wrote down the force equals the change in mass divided by the change in time multiplied by velocity. We got impulse theorem. Change in p equals m times velocity. We was writing that. We was doing research, right? Real research, not the joke research where it's a metaphor for you beating your shit. No, like real research, because I got a test in like, bro, I got a test in like 10 hours. I ain't gonna front, but we had to study, we had to do research, we gotta sleep. I was gonna be asleep. I would be asleep, but I woke up at like 7 some today. I stayed in bed a little bit because I wasn't feeling good. Then I, cooked some medicine, got better. And that's another thing too. When it's all like, when you're on retention, I feel like you recover better. Cause I ain't gonna lie, not Friday, it was Monday evening when I got home from school, I had a terrible headache, bro. My headache, my shit was throbbing, bro. Like, my stomach hurt, my head was throbbing. I was trying to, do something on my phone. It was just it was mid, bro. I got no studying done that day because I dead ass felt like my head was beating on my fucking chest. I went to sleep. Then I woke up at like 11. Then I went back to sleep. I think I woke up at like 17:38. Yeah, I woke up at like 7:38. Then I was messing around. Then I actually started locking in on the studying. Did some research, got some videos uploaded. I didn't work out because I was obviously recovering, but yeah, man, that's just kind of how it went. And yeah, I do think that retention does give you some benefits, bro. I ain't gonna front, like. That's why I'm yapping, bro, nigga. We only 2 minutes into this video, and I'm already making this damn near 10 minutes, because I got ball knowledge, you know what I'm saying? We got ball knowledge, we gonna yap, you feel me?
Times, and it fucks my sleep schedule a bit, but, you kind of like just get on with it. But I just feel like I have clearer eyes. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I have a bit more of a
These is for the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like glare to me. These are like really weird terms, like aura farming and everything.
They sell aura farming.
I feel like you could check all those terms in and I would just sort of associate with like, yeah, you know what, that feels like me right now. And when you think that the average guy like is a 3 out of 10 in terms of looks, like if you were to go from the top being like 10 out of 10 is multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever, is insanely good looking in his 20s, 30s, blah, blah, blah. And then you sort of like, as you work backwards, you realize that a 5 out of 10 is a guy who is good looking and also making a decent amount of money. That's not me just yet. So I would say I'm probably like a 4 out of 10. Maybe some people say different. I mean, I feel like I'm relatively attractive looking for like limited gym experience and everything. Like I've been going for about a year and a half. Seriously.
I just think you need to, I mean, this nigga ain't ugly. I just think you need to work on your teeth, bro. I ain't gonna front. Maybe grow out the beard, get that Chris Hemsworth shit going on.
But it's just like you don't have any competition, and this is the big thing. It's like girls, no, they're not like chucking themselves all over me, but I'm getting more attention now.
No, I ain't gonna front. That female attraction shit is real, bro. I know niggas gonna be like, that's cap. Listen. I understand that, from the outside going in, this shit looks like a cult. It looks like you just making stuff up, but that, bro, it's anecdotal, bro. It makes sense, bro. The girls be checking me, bro. The girls be checking me out, girl, bro. Yeah, bro. Monday, bro. Yesterday, I was just in the lunch on one of my boys. A girl asked me for my Instagram. Just off the blue. I said, bet. Got the Insta right quick. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to girls has never been easier. Like ever. Like, every time I'm interacting with the girl, they smiling. They making direct eye contact at me. They giggling. Like, bro, it's like, these aren't even just romantic. These are just regular chill interactions. Like, it's like it's effortless. It's like I'm not trying to think about what to say. It's just flows. It's like water. It just flows. Like, I'm not even trying, bro. And you know what I'm saying, when I was actually trying to spit game, it's like it just happened. I didn't even really think. It was like I had ultra instinct, bro. I swear, like that's what that shit felt like, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you get on that retention, it's like you dead feel like you that dude, bro. You feel like you him. I'm not ain't gonna lie to y'all, man.
Now than before. So I'm doing something right. But I've also never experienced so much drive before to work on my business, to work on this very YouTube channel, which is like, I consider my business, I guess. Look, before, it would seem like a fucking bore, like to sit down and record videos. Now I'm recording multiple videos all at once, and it is sweating you because I've got the sun shining on you. You can probably see a bit. But yeah, now I really get excited to record YouTube videos, and it's no coincidence that my YouTube channel...
That's no care, bro. I'll be waking up ready for the grind. Nigga, I'll wake up ready to get a workout, and I'll wake up ready to record. Nigga, like, bro, I literally now I'm like, bro, I can't wait to record, bro. Oh, woo, we got the fit, bro. I'm happier to go to school. And I don't even like school like that most of the time. But I'm like, yo, I got so much excitement for life. I got 2 fits laid out, bro. You know how much you gotta like school to have a fit laid out, my nigga? Like, I got 2 fits laid out. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm really about to be the swaggiest nigga in the school, bro. We about to do good on this test. We about to ace this test. Gonna talk to the homie, man. It's gonna be lit, man. Like, I'm genuinely, bro, when you on this journey, it's like life just gets better, bro. I'm not even gonna front.
It's actually growing at an exponential rate. I feel like it was about a week ago that, or less than that, I had about like 50 subs. Now I'm like close to 200, which is absolutely insane. And again, I appreciate everyone watching
W
this
growth,
and,
growth,
commenting and engaging on this, because it really shows that like I am doing the right thing. And I just want to help as many guys as possible quit porn addiction and get on semen retention, increase your testosterone, get in shape, like all these things related to men's sexual health to make you more like the modern day primal man, I guess you could say. And again, it all comes and it's all for the result of female attraction. I am not ashamed one bit to admit that. And when I say like you get an unfair advantage,
I mean female attraction. When it comes to retention, I was on retention so I could better myself, grow my channel, get into better shape, and change my life for the better, right? But subconsciously, I can admit a part of it is female attraction. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna sit here and cap it like, oh, it's not for women at all. No, a part of it is definitely for the chicks. We not gonna lie. We not gonna cap.
I mean that in like the way that like girls just seem to notice you more. Like before I was completely invisible. Like no girls would fucking pay attention to me. Like one girl, to be fair, and she was like average looking, and I kind of just sort of like settled with her. Like I didn't get in a relationship, but I just didn't bother talking to any of the girls. So I thought, oh well, I got this one girl that's all right looking, and you know, she's quite feminine, but I know there's levels to this. I know there's so many more levels I can go that other average guys will never get to, because they'll always be suffering from porn addiction, from porn-induced erectile dysfunction, which I'm so happy and no longer suffer with. And it just feels so good to have like no fear in like talking to women anymore. Like, I just have normal conversations with them, and I can just tell that they're more, what's the word, engaged, than if I was to try any like kind of innuendo or pickup line, which most of the time it does not work. So don't be that fucking guy who's a pickup artist. Honestly, I hate pickup artists. I genuinely hate them with passion. Even if this stuff kind of works, it's like you don't understand. It's the whole vibe you give off that really counts, not what you say to a woman. And
I mean, what you say matters, but when I was like, I feel like when you on this journey of self-improvement and retention, I feel like, I mean, you could run game on chicks, but I don't really run game, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like when I was talking to a girl, bro, I was just being myself, and it worked. Like, cause my philosophy is I'm gonna show you what I'm about. Cause if you know me in real life, you know that my personality stays the same basically wherever I go. Even like obviously my lingo might differ. Like I'm not gonna be cussing as much when I'm talking. I'm not even gonna cuss at all when I'm talking to my grandma versus if I'm talking to my homies and whatnot. But you know, my personality, the overall vibe you get from me is gonna stay the same, which makes it very easy to sauce up. Cause it's like I don't gotta worry about being two-faced. I don't gotta worry about being fake. I don't gotta worry about none of that. Cause I'm gonna just be the same person, like the same vibe. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you either like me. That's like, imagine you going to the grocery store and you picking up like a box of cereal. You read it, you look at it, you know, you either want this or you don't. If you want it, cool, put me in a box physically and literally. But if you don't want it, then put it back. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to try to bend and mold myself to be with a particular type of girl, because that doesn't work. When I mean bend and mold, I don't mean you and her try to share interests. Like, I don't mean you, let's say she's into painting and you're not, like you try painting. That's not bending and molding. Bending and molding is like you completely shift everything you like to what she likes. And most of the time, actually massive majority of the time, that doesn't work. You feel me?
And again, it's like women are fed up of like men who are just fucking like, they're losers, right? They're losers. There's so many 3 out of 10s out there. And look, I turned some people against me now. I have loads of hate comments in this video. Fantastic. I had people before commenting like, oh, you're coping. I'm thinking like, how am I coping if I'm actively looking to grow? If I'm looking to improve all areas of my life? And my fitness and my health are the two main ones right now. And I've only been about 30 days on semen retention, if I didn't already mention. And it's just a 90-day difference. And I'd love to help as many people as possible get on this journey. I want to make this a fucking movement of guys who just no longer want to touch that disgusting.
I mean, I think it already is a movement, to be fair with you. I mean, there's Reddit, there's the NoFap Reddit. You got the SR Reddit, though. I mean, it's kind of a movement. Like, it's kind of a movement. I mean, I've brought it up with some of my boys at school, and they know what's up, bro. Some of my homies already know what's up with this whole abstinence retention. They know what's up with it. So I think it's getting more spread, right? I think what happened is that we, in this culture, we've been so pushed to, you know what I'm saying, to have cheeks everywhere and everyone to just have free love, that this counter movement of semen retention and abstinence and celibacy and whatnot is starting to actually take root. But I think I said what I needed to say, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, nice little video. Evan, you know what I'm saying, John? Good shit. With that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, soulful, and stay blessed. Holy mother God, I yapped. This shit is 20 minutes. Well, that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed. Yeah, I'm out.